Good afternoon. First, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who have came out to support this event. I'd also like to thank the representatives who are present, who will be introduced later on throughout this conference. My name is Reamonn Soto, and I am a senior in physics at Florida A&M University. I'm also a Marine reservist, and I'm glad to be a part of Operation Free, which is a coalition of veterans and veteran organizations throughout not only the state but throughout our country who are taking the lead and advocating for renewable energy. Renewable energy is important because the CIA, Department of Defense, and State Department has deemed that our dependence on foreign oil is a threat to our national security. We are spending $1 billion per day on foreign oil, where 40% is going directly to terrorists. And as a veteran, and as the veterans who are standing here, we don't appreciate that. So we're very thankful to have this press conference, and I would like to introduce to you my representative of District 9, Representative Michelle Reamonn, who has been an advocate since she came into this legislature on renewable energy. So thank you, Representative, for coming, and look forward to your remarks.
Thank you for your service to our country. We have got to remember that renewable energy and getting a domestic source of renewable energy is not only about national security, but it's about jobs for the veterans who are coming back to these United States and who have served our country so well. This state has disappointed these veterans who have served us so very well by, for the past 3 years, not passing any legitimate and substantial renewable energy legislation. We have got to do better. They did their duty for us. We need to do their duty for them. And it's not only for them, but it's for our children, and it's for everyone to have a more secure state and a more secure nation, and to have the economic security that we need. And so I'm very proud to be here with my fellow representatives who believe so very strongly in moving ahead on renewable energy legislation, conservation, and efficiency that not only will make us safer, but will make us economically more secure. So I'm going to pass this back. Do you want to go ahead and introduce, or should I introduce? Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Representative. Also at this time, I would like to acknowledge and introduce the other representatives who have came here to support renewable energy and support our veterans. I'd like to thank Representative Perman, Representative Berman, Representative Jeff Clemens, and also Representative Thurston. And I would like to bring up Representative Perman at this time.
Thank you very much, and I also echo the sentiments of my fellow representatives. Thank you so much for your brave service. Ladies and gentlemen, I can make an argument about the important economic impact that it would have to have an intelligent, renewable energy program here, but that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about the safety and security of the brave men and women that are serving overseas. I stand before you bathed in beautiful Florida sunshine that really should be used to create energy. I represent a district that includes large agricultural interests who have vast resources of cellulosic fuels and other renewable fuels. Ladies and gentlemen, we stand before you mere days after the demise of the despicable individual who was responsible for one of the most tragic events in America's history, 9/11. And since that time, there has been such an escalation of our involvement in the Middle East, putting our brave young men and women at risk. And part of the impetus for them taking that risk is we are trying to defend our access to fossil fuels that we get from the Middle East. Ladies and gentlemen, Florida must develop a responsible, appropriate, renewable energy program, not only for the economic reasons, but to protect our brave men and women. Let's bring them back home, and let's take full advantage of the resources available to us so we can have a healthier economy, a healthier nation, and bring our kids back home. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative, for those comments, and thank you for the support of the veteran community. Also, I'd like to bring up our next up-and-coming leader, our new leader, Representative Thurston.
Thank you so very much. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be here supporting our colleagues who are on the right track in terms of what we need to be doing about our energy policy for this great state. And again, as it was indicated by Representative Perlman, it's not just for purposes of economic, it's purpose for our defense, to bring our boys and girls home from the Middle East. And until we have a true policy that addresses these issues, we're not going to be able to do that. But thank you for coming out, and thank you for our military for being supportive.
Thank you, Representative. Also at this time, we have just been joined by Representative Joe Gibbons, and I would like to take this time to introduce him and allow him to come up and give us some remarks as well.
Good afternoon, and thank you. You know, we're talking about one of the most pervasive things in our lives, and that is energy. And when we understand how pervasive it is, then it should tell us how important it is. Anything this pervasive